Okay, today we are revising the laws of exponents. Okay, this is a very nice summary of our laws of exponents. So we start off with the product rule. The product rule means when you have, I should probably plug in my stylus so I can write. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay, looks like Chichi's not the only one on holiday lately. I'm back. So the product rule says if you are multiplying two powers that have the same base, guys, that is very important. You all forget about this. They have to have the same base. Then you keep the base and you add your exponents. This is revision. We should all know it by now. So you add your exponents. Okay, that's our product rule. The next is the quotient rule, i.e. we are dividing. It's the opposite of the product rule. In this case, still we keep our base, but in this case, we minus the exponent, subtract the exponents. Here we go, m minus n. Okay, so if you have a times in the middle, you add your exponents. If you have a minus in the middle, you subtract your exponents. Okay, and now we have power of a power rule. For a moment, I almost choked on my own tongue. Power of a power. Power to a power. So here we have a base. Okay, in this case, we have one base, but we have two exponents. Do you see that? So you already have a power. Your original power was m, and now you're raising that whole expression to another power, which is n. In this case, you have to multiply the exponents. Do not confuse this rule with rule number 1, which is the product rule. Happens often, I know it. Okay. And next, okay, reading DMs, sorry. Next, we have power of a product. Guys, these rules all, I feel like the explanation, they explain themselves. Power of a product. You have two bases here. If I write AB inside the brackets, it means I'm multiplying them, right? So AB is the same as A times B. So now I'll talk about the power of a product. There's our product over there. Yeah? So in this case, you have two bases, all raised to 1 power. In that case, you will have to distribute this exponent, and then everyone inside the bracket gets the exponent. Check this. A got an M and B got an M. So all your bases, but guys, you have to be multiplying. You cannot do that when you are adding. That's a completely different story and a completely different rule. Okay, don't make that mistake. Okay, power of a quotient is just same rule, but this time using divide. So you have two bases, A and B, you're dividing them, all raised to 1 power. Still you distribute. So A gets M and B gets M. Okay. 0 exponent, anything to the power of 0 is 1. And negative exponent rule says if you have a base to a negative exponent, you can rewrite it as its reciprocal, as in move it to the denominator numerator. Guys, if you have 2 over 1, if you have 2, excuse me, just the number 2, this can be written as 2 over 1. So if you're going to find the reciprocal of this, it's going to change to 1 over 2. So that's all we're doing here. This was a over 1, a to the power of negative m over 1. And the reciprocal means you will swap them around. And once you swap them around, NB, your exponent becomes positive. If I went through this too quickly, that's probably because you missed the very long lessons that we have on laws of exponents, and you can still watch the videos. Okay, going back to the zero exponent rule, I want to ask you guys something. If I have what is my answer there? Let us see. What is my answer for this quick little question that I made up over here? Lee says 1. Let's hear what everyone has. Okay, Lee says 1. So let's change the tone. That's right. Read the. What are these things called, guys? Do you see when I don't teach English? Okay, I'm gonna ask something else. This exponent of 0, who does it belong to? Thank you. I'm actually asking a very deep question. The exponent of 0 belongs to who? Does it belong to everyone, or does it just belong to B? Lee says B. And now that I asked you that, ooh, who's that? Tando got where I was going with this. So this exponent only belongs to B. Okay, so it doesn't affect to a squared, only the B will change to a 1. And 2a squared times 1 is just 2a squared. Okay, if I wanted you to make the whole thing a1, I would have done this. 2a squared b, close brackets, 0. Now do you see that the 0 has to be distributed to everyone? So everyone's going to get a 0. You see that, guys? Only then is this whole answer 0. I like asking that because teachers love catching you guys with that. But now that we know, we're not going to get caught off, right? I hope not. Okay, let's apply some of these rules. We're starting with the simple stuff. Let's see if we understand the rules. A, who's going to do A with me? Who's going to do A with me? Chi-Chi in the building. Yes, Chi-Chi. Ma'am, here we go.
Ma'am?
Yes. Yes.
We first have to calculate the exponent. Sorry, the powers.
Exponents?
Ma'am, we first say 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, which equals 6. And then we keep
to the power of 6.
6.
Yes. Thank you. Do you know how much 2 to the power of 6 is by any chance, Chichi?
Yes, ma'am.
How much is it?
64.
64. Beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, guys, I need to point something out, okay? The instruction was use the laws of exponents. So I'm glad that Chichi remembered to use the laws of exponents, okay? My problem is I know that someone went 2 squared, which is 4, times that, which is 16, and then found, guys, if you do that, you're gonna lose marks, né? Do you see the specific instructions to use the laws of exponents? So you have to show that you know that when you are multiplying, you add the exponents. Yes, Andy, so I know, I teach a lot of people. I know that you guys do that. The only problem is, Andisa, in this case, they didn't say leave it in exponential form. But had they said to you leave it in exponential form, you see, you would have been in trouble. Yeah, so you have to show the 2 plus 4. Some sort of calculation where you know that you have to add the exponents, then you'll get 1 for your final answer. Okay, so be careful. Read instructions. Read instructions. Okay, I see people giving me answers for B. I'm hoping Oratile will do it with me. Yes, Oratile?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
So, ma'am, what I did, ma'am, I took the 3 to the power of 4, and then I took the exponents, and then I minus them, ma'am, like 4 minus 2, and then gave me 3 to the power of 2. And then ma'am, my final
Cheers.
answer is 9.
Beautiful, Oratile. That was beautifully done. Thank you very much.
Okay, ma'am.
Once again, Oratile reminded us to use our laws of exponents. You must show some sort of calculation where you're subtracting, and then final answer. Okay, let's see what C. Is anyone doing C with me? Everyone just vanished. We had so many hands and then poof, gone. Amashe is still here. Amashe.
Ma'am, we can first
Mhm.
say 3 to the power of 0 is 1. 3
Mhm.
3 to the power of 4 is 81. And my final answer is 82.
Thank you very much, Amashe. Beautifully done. Okay, ma'am, if we don't show calculations, do we lose marks? Yes. Unless your teachers are very nice. Where I work, and including myself, I'm very strict about this because I need to know how you got to your answer. So in this case, you guys might be thinking, but there is no law of exponent here. Yes, there is. You're going to get a mark for knowing that that should be 1. And then, okay. There we go. So then I'm a good fit for you, Chichi. We're both not nice. So I can tell you what they expect. Okay. So if you don't show steps, guys, if I open my answer sheet and all I see is 64, 1, 2, 5, 9, 7, I get sick already, né? Because I want to know. I need to see your thought process. What happens if, let's say you write properly 2 plus 4 here, but you add wrong something and you write 2 to the power of 8. Then you lose all the marks because you didn't even write the steps. You see? Whereas had you written that, you would have gotten 1 mark for showing me that you know that you're supposed to add, and then 1 mark for the final answer. Yes, she gave me heartburn. That thing's not nice. We open the question paper and all you see is numbers. Like you're throwing numbers out of a head for bingo. 1, 7, 2, 5. Don't do that. Okay, who's doing number D with me? Number D. She just having the time of her life. Number D. Anyone? Come on, guys. This is power to a power. Think about it. We have 2 powers. What do you do to them? Look carefully. You guys, I hope you guys have written down the laws. You have 1 power there, and you have a 2nd power right next to it. Thank you, Amashe. So we keep the base, which is our 2. Ma'am, do you times the powers first? Yes, Marco. Yes. So you're going to say 2 to the power of 3 times 2, which is 2 to the power of 6. Yes, you keep the same base. You have to keep the same base, okay? And how much is 2 to the power of 6 again? I'm pretty sure Chichi told us earlier. With so much confidence. I'm hoping Chichi has like a list of like 2 to the power of 1. 2 to the power of Chichi seems like, Mara Chichi likes sleeping. I doubt she'll do that. Okay, beautiful, guys. I'm kidding, Chichi. Tapan, do you have a question or an answer? Hello, Tapan. There we go. What? I can't hear you properly, please.
Do I have to answer? Because I wanted to ask a question about the
So you wanted to answer, I'm not sure which one. Do you want to do E with me?
They think that they have to answer because they wanted to ask a question.
Ask a question. No, you can ask a question. That's why I'm saying, do you have a question or an answer? What's your question?
I can be both.
Okay, I can't hear you properly.
And I can.
At all. Please type it in the chat for me because I'm struggling to hear you. And then I'll keep my eye out and answer you once I see it in the chat. Okay. Okay. In D, we had 2 exponents, and in this case, we have 2 bases. What are we supposed to do with the exponent? Thank you. Lee was ready for the question. Lee didn't even wait. So we distribute. So it's going to be 2 squared multiplied by 5 squared, which is, how much is 2 squared and how much is 5 squared? Beautiful people. Yes, Chichi. Yes, 4. So 2 squared is 4 and 5 squared is 25. And our final answer will therefore be 100. Beautiful. Thanks, guys. See your answers in the chat. Okay, what's happening with F? It's the same thing. We are just combining two rules, okay? A, it looks a lot like E in that it has 2 bases, base 1, base 2, with an exponent outside. But then let's see what happens after we distribute. You aren't, Chichi, you are on fire. What happens after we distribute, guys? There was already a squared there by 3, so you have to write it like this. So there's already a 2 squared, and you write the 3 outside, times 7 cubed equals. Okay, and now we are back to number D because we have power to a power. So see, guys, chances are we're going to integrate all of these rules. We're not going to ask you individual rules and all of that. So then it's going to be 2 to the power of 2 times 3, which is 6, times 7 cubed, which is, thank you, Marco, 64 times 343. Tando says it's 21,952. Can anyone confirm that for me? All right, so it's so long, 21,952. Anyone can confirm that for me? There we go. Thanks, Chichi. Thank you very much. Okay, so the application of rules is not that bad, right? Right. While you guys are still happy, okay, let's see what's going on here. Yes, it's not that bad. I know Votari, but it's important to follow instructions. Remember I said, do it using the law of exponents. So if I don't see the application of laws of exponents, it's going to be a problem. Okay. Okay, which of the following are true? Correct any false statement. Let's start with A. Is A true or false? It's okay. Ooh, we're all saying it's false. Okay, we're all saying it's false. Okay, so what would the correct answer be for 6 to the power of -1? Remind me. Oh, Amahle has given us an answer. And woo! I love it. Guys, my family probably listens to me when I teach. They're like, what's going on? Did she start a cult? I'm kidding. Thank you, guys. So the answer will be 1/6 because it's the reciprocal, and we don't really write the exponent of 1 there. You can if you want, but we don't actually usually write it. Okay. Beautiful, guys. I feel like B is very similar, but not really. Is B true or false? Amasa says true, Chichi says false. What does everyone think, guys? It's quite a lot of us in here. We have true, false, false, true. Ooh, it's like a mixed bag of responses. Remember, guys, remember to first identify who this exponent belongs to. Does this exponent belong to the whole 3 and the x, or does it just belong to the x? Amache, be careful. Tanda says false. Okay, all of you that said false would be correct. Boo, 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 boo. Guys, I wish I had that clapping sound, you know, like, hey. Like, I don't even know where I heard that sound. But it's in my mind. Okay, remember, guys, this -2 belongs to the x. Thank you, Izo. So only the x becomes the reciprocal. The 3 remains in the numerator, but your x squared will have to move to the denominator. So everyone who said true, do we understand why this cannot be true? Do we understand? Everyone who said true, do you all understand why this cannot be true? It's very important to be able to understand this. Okay, nobody's saying anything, so I don't know. I'm hoping you understand. Let's talk about C. Is C true or false? Marco says C is false. A. Munera says true. Chichi says false. Ooh. And everyone who didn't understand previously still hasn't responded to me. And this says, I'm tired. I don't know, man. Look carefully, guys. Remember, guys, the true or false questions, you actually have to work them out. Okay, you can't just look at it and be like, it feels like it's false or true. 4 votes for false. I see that. And it's just Munewa who said true, I think, so far. Okay, guys, let's follow our same steps, okay? Ooh, and Amashi. Interesting. So if we do the first step, so we move our x first. We're gonna have 3 to the minus 1 over x squared. But then, guys, we still have a negative exponent. So whoever said true, you are correct, my darlings, you are correct. This would be true. This was to catch you out. Do you understand why it is true? That's what's important. That's why I said you have to actually work it out, guys. When you look at it, it's very deceiving because you're not sure what's going on. But if you do it step by step, like I did just now, you understand why it would be true or false. Hoping we all understand. Okay. I got a heart at least. I think I'm gonna move on because nobody else is responding. Okay, these are a lot of the same things. So I want us to move to that one. Let's do this beautiful question here together. How nice of them to give us the same base. So this won't be as complicated, right? This won't be that complicated. Who wants to do what I just numbered as A with me? Very, very, very beautiful. It's gorgeous. Who wants to do A with me? It's just a combination of a lot of rules, guys. Whichever one you start with doesn't matter. I feel like I have to say that. Whatever rule you see first, you can start with it. It doesn't matter what you see first. No one? Okay, fine. I'm gonna do this one. But the next one you're trying on your own because you guys left me to do this one alone. I see rule 4. Rule 4 is what? Is it the 2 bases that empower you have to distribute? That would be correct. Amahle. Hi, Amahle.
I'll do it with you.
Thank you very much. Let's hear.
So, ma'am, we can first start and say 3 to the power of 4 plus 5
Be careful.
times.
Are you adding the 5 that's outside? This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember when you distribute it, what do you have to do?
Oh, you times.
There we go. Okay, so 4 times 5 times
3 to the power of 7 times 5.
times 5. Beautiful. We're done with our numerator. Okay.
And then we go to the bottom. And when we say 3 to the power of 2 times 3, which is, must I calculate it, ma'am?
I'll write it in the next step. It's fine.
Okay. And then we write times 3 to the power of 9.
Beautiful. Okay. Mm-hmm.
The first one for the 3 to the power of 4, we get 20. 3 to the power of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Times 3 to the power of 35.
Thank you. And to the bottom.
3 to the power of 6. times 3 to the power of 9.
Beautiful. Where are you gonna go after this?
Oh,
Just
I'm
calm
not
down and think
sure.
about it. Look in the numerator. What do we have? We have a.
Do we cancel?
What do we have? We have a times, right?
Yes.
And we have the same basis. What does rule number 1 say? What is rule number
Oh,
1?
we add.
Ooh, so we can add the exponents. So in the numerator, we can do the same in the denominator. Still have 3, and we are still timesing. So let's add the exponents in the numerator and in the denominator. Okay.
20 plus 35 is 55.
In the numerator, we have 3 to the power of 55. And in the denominator,
3 to the power of 15.
3 to the power of 15. Doesn't look as scary anymore. Eh?
No.
What's left? When we are dividing, aren't we?
Yeah.
What do we do to the exponents when we are dividing?
Minus.
There we go. Now let's minus.
55 minus 15 is 40.
40. Thank you very, very much. If this were my test, I would require you to leave in chair. So you are done. Thank you so much. See, it wasn't that bad. I don't think it was that bad, guys. It's mixed rules, but it's rules you know well. So just start with the ones you know. Just calm down, start with the ones you know. And yeah, so in this case, you need a mark for knowing that you want to distribute, a mark for knowing to multiply, for the adding, and for this, at least 4 marks. Could be more, but it's at least 4 marks. Okay. Wasn't that bad, guys. In this case, I gave you the same basis so that you get used to the mixed laws. Okay. But I don't think it was that bad. I think we can spice things up a little bit. Literally 1 at a time. Chichi, whatever law you see, solve it. That's my recommendation, because then it starts looking simpler. Like as soon as you start filling stuff out, you're like, oh, okay, I see this, and then it doesn't look as bad anymore. Okay, let me number this. Oratile, are you doing this with me? Is Oratile doing this with me? Hello. Oratile, can unmute?
Ma'am.
Oh, you have a question? Let's hear.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, how did you get the 40, ma'am, over there, ma'am?
You subtracted. Remember, law number 2 says when you are dividing, this is the same as saying 3 to the 55 divided by 3 to the 15, right? It says when you are dividing and you have same basis, you subtract your exponents. So it's 3 to the power of 55 minus 15. And that's how we got to 40.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. I hope anyone else that has a question can ask it up way. How far up am I going over? Sabang, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. I
Mm-hmm.
have a question. I wanted to ask, before we did this, there was something that I didn't understand for the exercises we did for E and F.
Okay, I can't hear you properly. Someone, did you hear that? I heard before something and then saw for X. I'm hearing spotty.
I heard there was something in a previous question that was not understood, but that's about all that I got.
Which Sepang, remember I said you must type in the chat. Please type in the chat. I'm gonna wait for it now before I move on so that I can answer your question nicely. In the meantime, maybe I should have a check-in. Is everybody okay? The phone says it's fine. Ma'am, for E and F. Okay, let's go. E and F. Here. Is this the only E and F we've had? No, we've also had this E and F. Oh, this E and F.
The second one. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. And I wanted to ask, like, since we don't have similar bases, let's say if I actually solved inside the brackets before I went out, is it still going to be like marked correctly, or is it still incorrect?
Your answer is going to be correct, but remember, Tapan, the instruction was use laws of exponents. You see. So you're supposed to show that you know how to use your laws of exponents, because the thing is, your teachers can catch you out and say, leave it in exponential form. So if the teacher said to you, leave it as 2 to the power of 6 times 7 to the power of 3, how are you going to do that if you first solve inside the bracket? It's going to be very tricky, you see. So if they say use laws of exponents, then please use laws of exponents. Okay, Tapan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, so still nobody's doing B with me. It's fine. I'll do B. It's fine, it's okay. Okay. First thing is you're going to deal with every variable as its own thing. So we have an A. Circle them if you want to, or highlight them in the same color. We have A's and we have B's. And then, guys, we have numbers. We should know how to deal with numbers. Okay. We have numbers. Okay. Let us deal with everything that's in the numerator and everything that's in the denominator before we simplify anything. Okay, I'm done with B. Then raise your hand, Amahle. Let's talk about it. Come on. Amasle's like, okay, I'm done. Let me start it, and then Amahle can tell me if this is how Amahle went about it. Okay, so I'm going to leave the 15 there. So what have we here? Let me get rid of my colors because now they're confusing me. Now we have an exponent outside. Okay, no, let's do inside the bracket. I think it's going to be easier. We have an A. We have an A. We are multiplying. Remind me in the chat, if you are multiplying with the same base, what do we do to exponents? Let's hear in the chat. If you're multiplying, thank you. Thank you. We add them. So then inside the bracket, we're going to have an A to the power of 3 plus 5, which is 8. See, it already looks better. Then don't forget to rewrite your 2 that was outside and B to the 5. All over 5. If you want to do one law at a time, that's fine. I think I'm going to do that just so everyone sees what I did. And it doesn't look like I'm doing everything at once. Squared B6. Okay, we've dealt with that. Now we have 2 cases of power to a power. Tell me what I'm supposed to do to those exponents. Power to a power. If you have power to a power, guys, what do you do to the exponents? We are with me. These questions are not that bad, guys, are they? No, Gigi, not the top and the bottom. I know I highlighted both of them, but I mean like the 8 and the 2. What do we do to the 8 and the 2, and then the 7 and the 2? Thank you, guys. We multiply them. So I'm rewriting everything so I don't confuse anyone. Okay. Thank you, Gigi. So you're going to say 8 to the power of 8 times 2, which is 16. Then I rewrite everything the way it is. And then at the bottom, it's going to be 7 times 2, which is a to the power of 14, b to the power of 6. Now, if you look in the numerator, the whole numerator, you can't simplify anything further. Okay, we have different bases. And if you look in the denominator, excuse me, you can't simplify anything else. Okay, we're done. So now we have to work with the division symbol. This line in the middle here is divide. Right, guys? I hope you all still remember that. I know it gets overwhelming when we're doing complicated stuff, but it is still just divide. So let's start with the numbers. I said we must take everything as individuals. So I'm going to do this and say, I think now is a good time to highlight. So numbers must be dealt with numbers. Then my highlighter can cooperate. A's must be dealt with A's. And B's must be dealt with B's. Thank you. Before it's given us the number parts. 15 divided by 3, guys. That's just divided by 5. Of course, I'm going to say the answer. Of course. This is why I don't invigilate when my kids are writing, because I'm going to say the answer out loud, and it's going to be awkward. So 15 divided by 5, we have a 3. Let's deal with A's. When we are dividing, what do we do to the exponent? This is a division. What do we do to the exponents? We are dividing, so what do we do to exponents? Thank you, Oliver. Woo. Subtract. I am holding the nice notes back. D6 minus, so that's a point. So you're going to say A to the power of 16 minus 14. I think it's worth writing now. Same with B's, right? B to the power of 5 minus 6. Now I'm writing it like this because I want us to look at B. I know this is going to be a point of contention just now. Guys, it's always numerator minus denominator, even if you get a negative exponent, okay? It is always, I got 3 by saying 15 divided by 5, Marco. So it is always numerator subtract the denominator. Do not swap them because you see one is bigger than the other, okay? Don't do that, illegal. Okay, so now let's write our final, okay, not our final answer, this is our second last step. 3a, what's 16 minus 14? Already someone gave us an answer, that's 2. And that's going to be b to the power of negative 1. We don't want negative exponents. So what do I do to this b? It's the law of reciprocal. What happens to the b? What happens to the b, guys? If I had b to the minus 1 on its own, what would I do? Thank you. Thank you, Paul. Make it positive by doing the reciprocal. So I move it to the denominator. 3a squared have nothing to do with the negative exponent. So you just write it in there over your b. Woo, this is a check-in point. How's everyone feeling? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Remember, this is revision. If you're still lost, there are plenty of videos before this of this section. Nice, Amafe. Teacher, that means these are not difficult enough. Now I need to upgrade. I see you guys with the reactions. Giving me a thumbs up. Thank you, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Cool. I'm pretty sure I have another one after this, but I think we deserve a little bit of a brain break. Today, I'm not going to be taking any unmuting. You guys can just write in the chat. When was about to scare me by not putting that last step? Pontle was like, I wanna see. I wanna see. You guys are doing well, man. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, let's leave these alone. They're too easy anyways. Because time is running. Okay, it's fine. I'll take hands. Hands. I'll take hands. Yo, Mpo was waiting, and so was Chichi. Hi, Mpo.
Hi, ma'am.
Would you rather carry a flip phone or only use a desktop computer? No laptop. Do you guys know what desktop is? That big computer with the detachable keyboard. So which one would you rather have?
A flip phone.
Does the flip phone have WhatsApp? Ask yourself. Does it have Facebook?
I don't think so.
So
Computer
you're still sticking to flip phone?
No. Computer it is dead.
So you rather use that kind of a computer. Have you heard of connecting to the internet? So when do you remember those computers? It goes like,
I do.
Yeah.
no, we're talking about those Motorola ones.
Yes,
We're not talking about those fancy ones. We're talking about those
What I'm saying is, at least with a flip phone, you can still get an SMS or get a call. What are you gonna do with a desktop? Imagine you in Checkers and like you want to know what your mom wants and like you can't call her. Like no.
Remember when it connected to the phone and it's like you just have to sit there for like 10 hours waiting for it to connect. Guys. Okay, I'm done. Thanks, Bo. Let's hear what Chichi. Where did Chichi go? What happened? Chichi vanished. There's Chichi. Hi, Chichi.
Hola.
Would we rather only charge your phone once a week or not have a camera on your phone?
Not have a camera on my phone.
So you don't want to charge it. Chichi, how are you going to capture memories if you don't have a camera on your
No,
phone?
ma'am, I don't take pictures, me. I don't take pictures. I'm not a picture girl.
Not everyone's saying no camera.
Yes, ma'am. Rather not than like not charge your phone for the whole week. If there's no phone on charge, how are you gonna use the camera?
No, but like you'll have to charge it often, but at least you have a camera.
No. Not have a camera.
Hi,
Don't have a camera.
guys. People can
Yes,
send
and
you
so
this.
and so people can send you
Guys.
pics. Exactly.
Guys, I'm that stingy person. If you take pictures of my phone, I delete. Before you even ask, I'm like, La Papa, can
Rather
you guys
not
go
have-
unlimited
Rather
bit?
not have a camera. No camera.
Wow,
best.
I can't believe this. Okay, thanks, Chichi. Let's hear who's next.
You're welcome.
Dalo? Dalo? Okay, Dalo will respond when Dalo's ready. Amashe?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello. Let's see what yours is. Would you rather have to listen only to Justin Bieber or only Ariana Grande for the rest of your life?
Ma'am, Ariana Grande.
So you don't like Justin Bieber?
No,
Hectic.
I don't like him at all.
There's some nice songs, you know?
No,
Just-
ma'am, because I used to listen to Ariana Grande when I was a child, so I'm used to it.
When I was a childier child, not now. A much more childier one. No, but guys, Justin has money. There's rhythm. There's, I don't know.
No, I don't like his songs.
I'm also gonna go with Justin Bieber.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Ariana's a lot. All I hear is very high notes. Guys, you know, after listening to Ariana, I take off those earphones. Your ears are just like, you know, and it's been a while. But Joe, guys, please take care of your ears. I'm just asking nicely. Spongo Gushe? Spongo Gushe?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Would you rather be a famous rapper or a famous singer?
Famous singer, man. Famous singer.
Singer, so you don't have to rap.
Then
Let's
probably like,
talk about rap. You and Chichi. Oh, everyone's saying it looks like you're the only one who can sing. Spongo Gushe. Everyone else can't sing here.
Awa, rap ainge.
I trip over my own words. Same, and this I'd be starting there rapping, be like, what? What was the next line? I would definitely trip over my own words. I'm not even gonna lie. Wow, okay. Kiara?
Hi, ma'am.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Would you rather sniff expired or expired eggs?
Madam, what type of a question is that?
Guys, let's upgrade it and say keep them in your fridge. Sniffing is one thing. Would you rather keep expired rotten milk or expired eggs in your fridge? Have you smelled? Everyone in the chat looks like they have smelled rotten eggs because they.
Because rotten eggs are something else, so I think
Exactly.
I'd go.
Rotten eggs are deadly, guys. Have you smelled rotten eggs? Yeah. Like,
Without them, you can literally smell it.
Simone is also going with milk. Ooh, they are deadly. And the smell will linger in your fridge forever, guys. The eggs kill your sense of smell. Oh my gosh, you guys are a lot. Let's continue with the work. That was the last one. They will burn your nose hairs. You guys are actually hilarious and I love it. But it's fine. Let's continue. I actually can't with you guys. Ooh. No, it doesn't. I don't know what I'm gonna say you're drinking, but anyways, so after break, you know I have to shake your brain a little bit, right, guys? Right. So I'm gonna do just that. Let's talk about exponential equations. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Okay, who remembers how to do this? We have already done this. Tando. Hi, Tando.
Hello, ma'am.
Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what do we have to do?
Wait. Let me see. Oh, so I'm not sure if it's the correct way of how everyone else does it, but I was told that you just what do you call? You just take 2x and then till it gets you try all the numbers till it gets you to 32. I'm not sure if it's the same way that we do it or it's different.
You can do that, but it might take forever. If let's say it's 2 to the power of 15, how long are you going to sit there? Busy going 2 to the power of 1, 2 to the power of 3? Next,
Yes, ma'am.
let me give you a trick. Does everyone have their calculator? You have a calculator there with you, Tana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want you to press 32.
32. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am?
Press equals.
Equals.
Press the button that says shift.
Shift, yes.
And then there's one that says fact. It's those things that look like commas, like a comma and then like a that, and like I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, there.
What does it give you?
2 to the power of 5.
See, Tali, you don't have to go through all of that.
Okay.
Okay, so this function gives you the product of prime factors. Prime factors. If they say no calculators in your exam, then obviously you can't do that, Netando.
Yes,
then
ma'am.
you're gonna have to do this. You remember this letter?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Yes. So if it does the same thing as the letter. So if in the test they say no calculators, you have to do product of prime factors. Remember, you only use prime numbers in this letter. You start
Yes,
with
ma'am.
the first one, which is 2. What's 32 divided by 2?
32 divided by 2 is 16.
16. Can you still use the number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And then it'll give you
8.
8. Can you still use 2?
Yes, ma'am. It will
Then it'll
give you 4.
Can you still use 2?
Yes, ma'am.
It'll give you
2.
And then the last 2, and it gives you 1.
2.
So
1.
from this letter, we know that 32 is the same as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. You see?
Okay.
So
Yes,
there are
ma'am.
2 easier ways of doing it than going out and doing trial and error for error and error and error.
Okay, ma'am.
So guys, let me remind you how we do this. We want this side to have the same base as this side. So now we've already established 2 to the x, you just write it, that 32 is the same as 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now guys, if you have the same bases, we have a 2, we have a 2. This is revision, so you guys should know. If you have the same bases and they are the same, what does that mean about the exponents, guys? What will this mean about the exponents? Yes, the bases are the same, but what does it mean about the exponents? Remember, this is an equation. So the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. The left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Yes, thank you, Simone. Guys, if I say to you, 2 times something, but I don't know what that something is. So I say 2. So I say, it's like doing this. 2 times A is equal to 5. No, is equal to, no, of course I'm gonna say 5. Guys, you want your brains to explode, you guys would kill me. Let's say 2 times something is equal to 10. What is that something? What is that something, guys? This is an equation as well. If I say 2 times something is equal to 10, what does that something have to be? 5. It has to be 5. That's the only way it's going to work, right? So now, instead of saying something, guys, we write x. It's like saying 2 times x is equal to 10. So then x has to be 5, because that's the only way this whole equation will equal 10. Same here. I'm saying to you 2 to the exponent of something is equal to 2 to the exponent of 5. That means x has to be equal to 5. Yay. We get it. Okay, guys, I was hoping to do more of these, but it's okay. Someone can run the poll. I'm glad I just managed to remind you guys of these. We can do the poll, and then I will see you guys on Thursday, my lovely people.